Two-time world champion Donnie Gay down in the arena. We'll have a chance to have Donnie join us later as we get ready for bull riding. And if you're online, go to espnrodeo.com. Information, highlights from tonight's performance, all of us there at espnrodeo.com. Barrel racing is next on the to-do list. You can see the world standings right there, closing up a little bit between Lindsey Sears and Brittany Posey-Farr. Vanessa Self will be first to work tonight.
Good look at the approach. Come up that alley. They all kind of handle it different. You see Anissa right here. She comes up a little closer to the arena before she sets up that first barrel. This is Dylan, her good horse, in and out of that first one in good shape. Nice turn on the second one, so a great chance here to set the pace. And oh, he just rolls back over that third barrel. And look at the time, 13:70. That's the fastest time in the arena, but you got to add 5 seconds to it. That nailed her. Man, what a run.
That was motoring. That would have been the fastest time that we have seen so far this week. 5-second penalty. Shelly Murphy now getting set.
Shelly's kind of joggled some horses around a little bit. Tonight she's back on a horse she called Bull. Her good horse Blick, she rode last night, rode Bull 2 nights ago, so she's just trying to maybe let him rest in between runs. So she has a clean run, and we'll see if Shelly can maybe set a tough pace. Look at the clock, 14:27. That shows you what that 13:70 really was, because that was a very good run in itself.
Jill Moody won round 1, 14:02. Second in the average, third in the world right now.
There's only 3 ladies that have not hit a barrel so far this week. Jill is, of course, one of them. Comes in second in the average, and she just slips around that second one. Drives Dolly around the third one. So she's got a chance to take the lead, and boy, she sure does. 13:88. Man, that was big for Jill Moody.
Yeah, super run for Moody. Trying to win her second go-round. Here comes Brittany Posey-Farr. Brittany's trying to win 3 in a row.
You know, Stitch has just really been firing. Brittany, nice turn on that first barrel. She comes in 5th in the average. She runs right ahead of Lindsey Sears, and they've got a battle going. She's about 40,000 behind Lindsey, but if Lindsey makes any mistake at all, she's in the driver's seat. 13:81. She takes the lead again in round number 6.
That is 3 rounds in a row where Brittany has been in the 1380s. 1384, 1380 last night, and now 1381. Lindsey Sears and Martha, they have found a rhythm of their own.
Oh, what a great horse, Lindsey and Martha. Just watch Brittany Posey take the lead at 13:81. She'll see if she can fire right back at her. Brittany fired over her bow. Can she fire back? Holy cow, yes. 13:68. That is the fastest time we've seen so far this week, and that is amazing.
Arena record is 13:52. Not quite in that company, but wow. What a run for the #1 ranked girl in the world.
Deb Ringer, this is a nice little horse she brought Harley. Seems to be running stronger and stronger as she kind of progresses through it. Can she break that 14-second mark? Not quite. 14:29.
Here's Lindsey as she heads for home, taking a peek back over her shoulder. Got to hit that little tunnel right there. We're trying to see
that
the
little
clock.
double take. It's like, is it blurry or is that really a 13:68?
I'd like to be Deb Ringer and have to follow her in every performance. That can't be fun. Cassie Mosley can be just as fast. She won round 2 with a time of 13:85. Ooh, gets a barrel.
Yeah, and she came in #1 in the average, Jeff. She was one of 3 that had not hit a barrel. That's not going to take her out of the picture by no means, but that was very costly because, as we saw, that average pays about $43,000. She picks up a 5-second penalty, 19.3. That's too bad.
You got Stephanie Fryer and her horse is going the wrong direction. Trying to get him settled down.
You know, when you look at the arena record here, you got to go all the way back to Charmaine James. Did it. Her time, I think, averaged about 13:82 or something every run on 10 runs here. So that's amazing, and that's a record she did way back in the 80s.
Butch, we talked about these barrel horses. I mean, they are high-powered, love-to-run kind of horses, and you know they start anticipating the trip down the tunnel here, and they can get harder and harder to handle.
Well, this is Selena, and you're right, Jeff. They know when they get to that center gate, it's time to go. Gets it set right back up. Fires around that first turn. Good look at the second barrel, though. You can see that inside shoulder just dropped a little bit, and she knocks it over, so a 5-second penalty. That's going to take her out of the race tonight. 19 and 25.
And she's trying to reach over there with that hand and pull that barrel back up. That's legal.
That is legal if you can hold it up, and I've seen it happen occasionally, but boy, it really fouls your run up going into that third turn, but that's too bad. She couldn't hold it up.
Tara Bynum, 10th in the average, 14th in the world, 7,000 in her checking account so far.
See her hustle and maverick right around that first barrel. Sets that turn up, close on the second one. You see that nose? She picks him up, drives that shoulder over. So a clean run right here for Tara. And a good run, 14 and 21 100.
Megan Reichert sporting the leopard hat tonight.
Megan Reichert has a chance to move in the average. She is third coming in. Of course, another girl that was clean on every run. Her good little horse, Marvin. Oh, how close. You see her hold that barrel up? That was huge. That might have been about a $30,000 effort when it's all said and done. Maybe more. 14-10, that's going to put her in the top 6. Man, oh man, that was a close turn on barrel number 2.
No mistakes in the money to boot. Here comes Tammy Key Fisher.
Tammy Key Fisher back on her horse round pin, trying to pick things up. Shoulders in, hits the second barrel, so she's going to just slow round pin down, make sure she gets around it. So she has struggled a little bit, comes in 7th in the average, and that barrel's going to really hurt.
Tracy Dawson makes her way down the alley into the arena, blind into that first barrel. 15th in the average for her, so she's at the bottom there. She's 13th in the world.
Yeah, Tracy, a little horse change here, and she hits that second barrel. So she's going to end up with a 5-second penalty. See if she can clock 14:38, but she just floped out, so we'll see if the horse change helps her out tomorrow night.
3 ladies left, everybody chasing Lindsay Sears, and she put together the fastest time that we have seen so far in 6 rounds, 13:68. It's going to be tough to catch at this stage.
Good turn, Chisholm. That's her horse's name, and I like this horse too. Good form. I mean, technically, this horse runs absolutely perfect. Shoulder up, nose out, strong out of the turns. And 13.99, that's what comes from it. That correct form sets up for a fast time. I think that's 3rd in the round.
That was rock solid there for her. Mary Berger getting set. Struggled a little bit in the earlier rounds, and now started to find pretty good rhythm with Fred. She was a world champion a couple of years ago.
Good turn for Mary. Nice clean turn on the second barrel. You can see Fred trying to give her all he has, and maybe he can tonight. Chance to get a check in this round, 14-11. That may put her in the top 6.
Brenda May's final one to work. Oregon Cowgirl. This horse is really starting to anticipate here in the tunnel. A little harder and harder to handle.
Yeah, Jethro. You know, Brenda, man, he comes back so tight off those turns. You watch her inside foot. Sometimes she raises it up over the top of the barrel. So a clean run for Brenda and Jethro. Jethro not clocking right with the best of them, but boy, I think so tonight. 14 and 5 100s. That will put her in the top 6.
Last to go, 14:05, not too shabby. Gets her in the top 5. Lockhart in 4th place. Brittany Posey Farr, after winning 2 go rounds in a row. Lindsay Sears snapped